What's going on, everyone? Mitesh here with Tech, and today we are talking about a feature that I've been waiting on since it was first announced back at Google I/O, and it's a digital well-being initiative. Now, for those of you who don't remember what it is, well, no surprise, because they have not talked about it since Google I/O. It's not been in any of the Android P betas that have been out so far, but finally, since Android P was released this week, Android Pie, by the way, they finally released the Digital Wellbeing Initiative along with it, except not really because it's in beta. Only some people can access to it. But if you want to be one of those people, you can go ahead and check out the link in the description so you can sign up for yourself. You will be required to have Android Pie, but you know what? Whatever. I have it. I'm going to show you guys what it's all about. Let's get into it. Alright, so once you're accepted into the beta, you will have to download the app, and it's available on the Play Store. It's called Digital Wellbeing, and once you have it downloaded, though, it's not going to show up in the app drawer like you normally would see it. Instead, it's going to actually add a settings menu options right here. If you can see, I went to settings, and you can see a new option called Digital Wellbeing. So going into that, there you'll see the main dashboard of the screen, and this will show you a lot of information. So first of all, at the top, you can see how long you've been using the phone for today. So I've used the phone for 2 hours and 3 minutes. That's how long I've had my screen on, and I've been actively using it. And there you'll see what's the app breakdown. So here you can see YouTube is the largest percentage of that, and so far this week I've used 2 hours and 14 minutes of YouTube on my phone. And you can see on today I've used 39 minutes. So that's cool. You can see exactly what you're doing with your day to day. So you can see for Sync Pro, which is my Reddit app of choice, you can see how much time I've been using, and it's 30 minutes a day because I actually set an app timer for that. So the dashboard's really cool. It also tells you the number of unlocks that you've had. So have you ever been curious as to how many times you just turn on your phone? So for me personally, it's been 80 times today that I have unlocked my phone. Now, for some of you, that may be actually a lot more. I try to avoid turning on my phone unless I actually have something to do. I think one of the things that the unlocks helps tell you is just how many times you're just going to your phone for no real reason. 80 times, I don't know. I don't know if that's bad or if that's good, really. It will take more data for me to realize if that's bad or good. The number of notifications, though, I think is a little bit concerning. It's 192 notifications today. I think that's a decent amount. I don't think I need that many notifications. So that's 192 times that my phone has interrupted me when I'm doing something and shown me a notification. So I don't know, me personally, I think that is a few too many times, and I may want to go in and turn off a couple of app notifications, especially where there's ones that I just don't need to see. So for example, for my inbox, I actually have all the notifications turned on. So even if it's a low priority email, I see the notification for it. But, you know, I could maybe turn that off because a lot of the times I just delete those emails anyway. So maybe that's something that it can help me do better, is to take a look at how my day is and then see if there aren't places where I can improve how much I use the phone. Next up, down below, you can see there's two other options. There's Dashboard and Winddown. So in Dashboard, you can see the amount of screen time you've had with the phone, and you can also set up timer. So first, you'll have to give it access to set up timer. So we'll go ahead and click Permit Usage, and then we'll go ahead and allow usage access. So now I can set up timer. So one of the things I really wanted to do was set up a timer with Sync Pro. Okay, that's a little weird because it won't let me set up. Okay, there we go. Now you can see the option for app timers down here. So you can set an app timer for 15, 30, 1 hour, or set a custom timer for however you think is appropriate. If you want to use Reddit for 2 hours a day, you can set yourself up for that timer. But I'm going to go ahead and set it to 30 minutes, and I've already used 30 minutes today, so I think it was going to block me from opening it, but we will see here in a second. But you can see, yeah, once you see that icon grayed out, that means it's actually, you're not going to be able to open it anymore. So let me see if I can open it up. So when I go to try to open it, you can see I get this message saying the app isn't available because I've ran out, that app timer has ran out. Now if I can hit learn more, and there I can change it if I really need to be able to open that. But the point of this is to limit how much you use apps like Reddit, for example, because when I'm on Reddit, I'm wasting time. I am not posting most of the time. I'm just looking at funny memes and things like that, and I don't need to be doing that. I'm just wasting time. So that's something that I want to limit myself, but I mean, it's addicting to go on Reddit. I mean, you always find some cool stuff, so I think it's a cool thing that you can just set yourself up a limit in case you have trouble controlling yourself. So that's a pretty nice little feature. So that's the dashboard where you can set up app timers, which I think are super convenient. I don't know why I cannot go back to it for some reason. Okay, let's just go back to settings. So that is what you can do in the app dashboard. You can see everything else, how much time you've been spending on your phone and all that. Like I said, you can see So on Monday, I spent 3 hours and 17 minutes on the phone, and if you can see, in Sync Pro, I spent 59 minutes. That's way too much. I spent an hour on Monday on Reddit, on my phone. That's just too much. So that's why I set up a timer for just 30 minutes. Yesterday, I was pretty good, about 20, and I got to 27 minutes. Today, not so good, 30 minutes. So, it's kind of just nice to get that information. So this is one of the things that I really like about this. Now, the next one is Winddown. So Winddown is, as you can see, it says to get a good night's sleep, it helps you disconnect from your phone and avoid interruptions while you sleep. So we'll hit next. So you can turn on Winddown or you can turn it off. Once you turn it on, you set up a time where you would like to be in bed by. So 11 seems like a good time. Right now it's like 8:55, so I'm going to go ahead and set this for like 8:45. So, and this is exactly what happens. So you get two different things happening. One, grayscale gets turned on, and two, do not disturb gets turned on. Importantly, grayscale is to discourage you from using your phone. So let's face it, grayscale is not that great to look at. So if I go to YouTube, I'm not going to want to watch any of these videos because, they just don't look very good in grayscale. Is a buddy from my...
This video, I'm taking a look at what might be the best budget smartphone for under $200.
You can see, it's just not a very pleasant experience, so... I wouldn't personally do that myself, but, this is basically just to discourage you from using your phone once it gets to later in the day when you should be going to sleep. And, of course, do not disturb means that you won't get notifications, which, when you're going to sleep, and, when you're just about to fall asleep and you get that notification and it wakes you up, nobody wants that because then your brain's awake, it's wondering what that notification is and all that, so... I think it's a really cool feature. I'm going to go ahead and set that back to 11 p.m. because I do not go to sleep this early. So there you guys go. That is a quick look at the digital well-being initiative that Google is putting out with Android Pie. Now, the sad thing is this is limited to Android Pie because I think this is something that a lot of people could use. I think a lot of people need to know how much time they're actually spending on their phone, even though, they may be enjoying their time. The thing is, you're wasting a lot of time and you're checking your phone kind of unnecessarily most of the time. You're just turning it on just to turn it on. How many times have you closed an app only to reopen that exact same app again? So that's definitely the case with me and Reddit, me and Instagram or Twitter, whatever. That is something that I don't think is normal and should be happening. So this is something that can help you control that maybe a little bit. I think it's a great new feature and a great idea from Google that I'm hoping will get more widespread adoption soon. I'm hoping that apps also start telling you a little bit more about how long you're spending in them. I know it's not a popular thing because they want you to spend as much time in them as possible. That's how they make money. But really, if this is something that I think people would just be happier with if they had this. Alright, and that's pretty much it for this video. I will be doing my full review of Android P very soon. Stay tuned for that one. Make sure you guys subscribe so you guys don't miss it. Turn on notifications and all that. And if you guys like this one, go ahead and hit that like button. And yeah, I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye!